Guys, you know what time it is?
Time to make the Fox censors cry?
Lane, don't.
I was just gonna say it's time to cue the roll call, guys.
Oh, okay.
Cue the roll call.
We are live!
Connect. Loading. Broadcast.
Equipment wielder, Newcaster, it is you. Loyal and loud, Pinkcaster, Lane!
Explorer from the unknown, Yellowcaster, Auto Guard.
One little spark of courage, Dreamcaster, Global South Perga.
Shining through the night, Spellcaster, Blade.
Broadcasting hundreds of opinions across the world!
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air!
Welcome everyone to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 212.
12.
Wait. Scizor.
Scizor? Oh,
Scizor.
fuck. You know what? I'm actually okay with that this week, because Scizor is one of my favorites. Particularly Mega Scizor. But I will take regular.
12. That's
You will
12
like it.
12's on the top of the clock. Zio confirmed!
Oh my god, what a great week for us to start Zio.
Oh my god!
Slowly remove sunglasses, my god.
And the best part is we have Gar and Emily back.
We got the core 4 plus one more!
Emily's like, I'm not gonna wave.
No, hi, everyone.
Hi, Gar.
I'm the plus one more.
Just, please, I'm the plus one.
I'm sorry I wasn't here for the finale of the...
You were busy. You went to Fan Expo 2018!
How was that?
the finale of Bill.
First one, then the other.
Oh, okay. Fan Expo, it was good. There was a panel where Disney Animation Studio showed some footage of Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Cool.
Cool.
And I got to meet Clark Spencer.
Did they make you sign a non-disclosure agreement?
No, they didn't actually.
Then tell us what happened.
I did a full write-up of it. A long-ass one that I posted online for anyone who didn't get to see it.
Cool.
So there was no non-disclosure agreement, but there was a no filming. So you couldn't film it, but you could say what you saw as much as you wanted.
Cool.
I stole the movie. It's right here.
You should have just done like sketches of important scenes.
I actually did.
Oh, that's awesome.
Or rather, I did like the writing equivalent of that.
Yeah.
I got to meet Clark Spencer, who's the producer of that and the first one, and also Lilo and Stitch.
Cool.
But for Fan Expo, it was nice. That doesn't feel like it really happened. It was really impactful, I guess. Sorry that I'm talking about something. Do you want me to talk about the Bill finale?
Yeah, since you and Gar were not here last week, why don't you give us your thoughts on the finale and series?
Well, the finale of Build used a whole bunch of tropes that really affect me, like, hard.
In a good way or a bad way?
Anything involving the world being rebooted, especially with, like, the most of them can't remember anything trope, just always destroys me emotionally. The whole idea of saving everything means sacrificing all the memories you've made with everyone. And they're alive, but they're not the people that they knew, and especially when they have moments where the characters, like, sort of remember. Like, they're like, oh, I think I knew you at some point, and it's just like...
Nope, Sadotaro.
Yeah, and it's just like, ah, jeez. I thought it was awesome how they actually did the whole Evolt just sucked at making coffee.
Right?
But the real master was good at it.
Which makes sense.
And then how it turned out the episode intros were sent to explain to Vanja what happened.
I love that, even though it doesn't completely make sense.
Both a laughing and crying moment.
Yeah.
The final attack was awesome. It ended really well. Like, it had one of the most satisfying endings of any of these I've seen.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to Zio. Loved the first episode. Sorry for rambling. Gar, what did you think of the first episode? I mean the finale of Belt. I also the finale of Zio, because I've seen that.
I'm from the future.
It was a great thought that the subtitles the subbers used for the episode.
What?
Wow. Very, very good, Gar.
Thanks, Brick.
Did you read it?
Is that actually
cried!
Is that actually all you have to say?
What am I supposed to say? It was a Kamen Rider ending.
Well, we thought you'd like to
It
go
was
into more
extremely
detail.
different,
we
though.
know you're tired from work, but
You know, most of the time these shows have happy endings.
You know what, guys? I'm going to be completely honest. 95% of me absolutely has no interest in recording right now.
okay.
I'm just doing this for the sake of being.
Aww.
I'm sorry.
Thanks, Gar.
Okay, sir. Anyways.
I had a bit of a personal epiphany earlier today.
Oh.
So I was talking with some rando on Facebook about Tomokazu Sugita, who we know as the voice of Kivat, and when someone was listing off a bunch of roles he did, many of which involved him being partnered up with an annoying female character. And I noticed there was one role absent from that list, which I immediately suggested, which was Kyon and Haruhi from the Haruhi anime. And they responded by not knowing what that was, and I realized, I'm old. Someone doesn't know someone knows Tomokazu Sugita, but doesn't know Haruhi? Oh god, I'm living in a different age.
This is like when I was talking to one of my old coworkers years ago and like talking to her about Star Wars or whatever like that. And I'm like, yeah, like, you know, I like sometimes to believe like I'm strong in the Force, and she's like, what's the Force? And I just looked at her and just went,
wow.
Excuse me?
Get out.
And then I just like proceeded to pull an Obi-Wan Kenobi and said, well, the Force is what gives a Jedi his
wait,
power.
Who is this you were talking with?
An old coworker of mine.
Oh.
Like, she doesn't...
Get out of my store!
Okay, to be fair, she's never really watched Star Wars, but usually, you know, when you hear the word the Force, you know what that means.
Yeah, like, if you ever don't watch Star Wars, everyone knows what the fucking Force is.
Star Wars is arguably one of the cultural phenomenons that goes beyond whether you've seen it or not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this week we're talking about Patranger episode 30.
Lupinranger episode 30.
Please, they barely did anything in this episode.
And starting our next year of Rider, we have Kamen Rider ZO episode 1.
Kamen Rider ZO.
So, for yet another week, we're going to talk about the Sentai first, since our feature topic, instead of an actual topic, will be a discussion of our thoughts on the show going forward and some predictions.
Yep, that's right. You're not gonna get two feature topics in a row.
Right?
Fuck you guys, no.
Well, we always do this.
Stole my line.
You stole my bit! Anyway.
Next.
Woot.
I love how much of a shit-eating grin Noel has through the entire fucking episode.
Yeah.
Just because he knows that they're bullshitting.
They're up to shit.
What are you guys up to?
He's going on vacation!
Well,
There's
just like,
one thing that Keiichiro wouldn't do, it's go on vacation.
It's that.
Or break the law, but probably go on vacation.
What is vacation?
So,
Program for police.
Is that a new VS vehicle? Trigger Machine Vacation?
So as people are aware, this is a heavily Keiichiro focused episode, and I'm fine happy with that.
I gotta give this
Extremely
series props. While Lupinranger are clearly the focus for most part, they have done a fantastic job by making up for that by building Keiichiro's character to an almost stellar standard.
Yeah.
Keiichiro is inarguably best character in the show, I think.
Yeah.
I also have to give them props because they made me like Keiichiro for a change.
Right?
I fucking just
He actually went from just the angry cop who screams at everyone to an actually interesting character.
Yeah,
like,
he actually made sense. Instead of shoot first, ask questions later, he was like, well, shit.
So it's really funny. So like he goes on a vacation or whatever like that, like a vacation. He's going undercover or something. And so, of course, Noelle goes and tells the Lupins, and then like Kairi just like
Can you stalk him for me.
It's amazing. No, and I found it hysterical how much Kairi was just like, oh, okay, man, what's going on? Are you going on? Yo, what are you going on? And Keiichiro's like, hey, bud. He's like, shh, god damn it.
Are we about to have a best friends episode?
Yup.
It was actually kind of... I liked the scene where they were at the restaurant together, and they were sort of like, each one of them tried a food, and then the other one had to go get the rest of it before he ate the rest of it.
No, they were just stealing food off each other's plates.
Oh, I thought they all ordered something to share all of it, and then...
No, they had their own trays.
He's like, oh, can I try that? No, fuck you, it's fine.
Yeah. I like that.
Sorry,
It's like, I will eat your food before you do.
And it almost turns into a fucking date, because not only do they have dinner together, but they go to a fucking carnival.
I mean, that last week's episode showing them kind of like staring in each other's eyes and smiling, that kind of insinuates something, so I'm like,
friendship.
Yeah.
Yes, that's all.
No.
Wink.
Kairi, Keiichiro,
Eventual teaming up of their team.
Kaichiri.
Keiichiro!
Oh, I like Keiichiro better.
Yes, vacation. Nothing strange about vacation.
We can sleep in the same bed. It's not gay.
And like they do like a shooting game or whatever like that, and like Keiichiro's like, alright, see that shit? I'm a trained marksman. And Kairi's like, okay, bam, 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 bam.
Fucking trick shots the entire array.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
We will go to bathhouse. I will wash back.
We'll wash each other's backs. It's not gay.
So then we get like this really awesome moment where like this little girl's like crying, and so like first like Keiichiro goes up to her and is like, "Oh, little girl, what's wrong?" And she's like frightened, and Keiichiro's like, "Oh no!"
And I'm glad that the show remembered that children don't like Keiichiro.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's because like when you're in like a dire need of like help or something, and like this weird strange man fucking comes up just out of nowhere, it's kind of scary. But then he's like, "No, I'm
and props to the show for actually managing to convey that, because there's this angle where you just see like Keiichiro looking like he's a fucking giant monster compared to her.
and then
if you're a little kid and a mysterious dude comes up to you like that, then it's kind of...
That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Or as I like to call, pedo vision.
Pedo vision. No!
No, and then
that's what they were trying to go for. It's like, are your parents gone? Are you alone?
And then
get in my van.
Yeah, and then Kairi just like comes up behind him and he just like squishes fucking
oh my god
his face. And I was like,
I love that face.
Like, it just made me want to go, ah!
Get in my trigger machine.
It was actually really creepy.
Right?
So the little girl's like upset that like she lost her little hairpin or whatever like that. It's like super special to her. So Keiichiro's like, alright, I'll try to go find it. So like first off, he does the right thing, brings her immediately to a police station so he can like, have the cops watch after her while he goes look for it.
I'm gonna go look for it. Yeah. Kairi, say and do absolutely nothing.
So then Kairi, he does probably what he does best and just goes and buys a new hairpin set, and he's literally about to go.
I mean, if it was what he does best, he would have just went and stole it.
Yeah, he's not an actual thief.
I know.
And like you actually can see like the look on his face. He like looks like excited, like I'm about to like
something right for once.
About to do something cool, like I'm gonna for this girl, and then just Keiichiro just runs in. I found it, and I'm just like I'm just watching the episode. I'm like, fuck you, Kairi.
I felt sad for Kairi.
No,
he was
like,
trying to be nice.
No, he was. I give him bad respect for it.
Watch is gonna be an episode where they call back to this, and it's just gonna be like, I couldn't find it on my way back. I saw they had it at a stand, and I bought one.
Oh yeah, and Kairi would have like given it to Keiichiro so he could be the hero.
Oh,
maybe that was
what
it.
I mean, like Keiichiro's like on his way back, like to find it, just admit like I couldn't find it, and he sees it at the stand, and just like, I have to do it.
Do I?
You just had the same plan as Kairi.
Do I dare purchase a replacement hair clip and pass it off as the one I found? Dangerously clever, Seymour.
Oh no!
Steam clips.
I don't know, like finding that like hairpin like thing was kind of like reminding you of like that one quest from fucking Octopath where you have to like help the kids, like Ophelia's
You
chapter
can't
2.
just go back on the steamed hams comparison. I'm just imagining the whole show being like that. To, like,
We live in February 2017, E.G. or 2018, E.G. Jeez. Yeah, so like Keiichiro finds the hairpin, she's like super grateful, and then like Kairi's thinking back to the time when just like, like he's like, oh god.
His brother went and helped another kid that was lost.
Yeah, and then like he immediately and this is kind of what bothered me. It like he was like in the flashback, like Kairi was really tiny, but like the brother looked like he was like older. But then like when you see them as like a year ago before he got shattered or whatever like that, he still didn't look like that old, much older.
Because when you reach a certain age, you don't age as much.
Oh, I guess. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, so, like, subplot with the Lupins and the Patos, like the other ones, there's, like, this gangler just going around on rooftops, just being weird, and making poo-poo-poo-poo sounds, and then...
His name's Kankus.
And not doing anything.
Almost, it just reminded me of Cankersaur.
Oh god, I forgot. This is the episode with the fart monster.
Yep!
So... He has a collection piece that literally masks his scent. So he's just he's been spreading this just flammable gas that smells really badly all over the city, and it's just invisible and doesn't smell because of the collection piece he has. And so
his collection piece is Axe body spray. Oh wait, no, that makes it smell worse.
Oh god.
Fuck Axe body spray.
It'd be hilarious if he had an axe for a weapon.
Or just a can of axe.
Can of axe?
Sorry, I'm not funny.
Oh god,
can of whoop axe.
And to top it off, he ends all his sentences with the word poo.
Poo.
Because god damn if they don't have to hammer the point in.
It reminded me of the Gabba Revolver where he goes, poo!
Move it up, poo!
It's like an onomatopoeia for...
Yeah, well, I mean, it is here too, kind of.
Still can't believe in Despicable Me he made a fart gun.
Did he? I haven't watched those.
Moving on.
Gun, and then he, like, misheard it?
Yeah. Anyways.
So Keiichiro goes to what is effectively a meeting with a mob boss disguised as a museum curator, which was the point of him coming here, which was to obtain the Trigger Machine Splash, which apparently was separated from the Lupin collection because Arsene Lupin gave it to a woman he fancied.
Yeah, and like they
trigger.
Yeah, and Noel just brings up, oh yeah, no, he did that.
Which means it was converted into a vehicle during when Lupin had it.
Yeah.
Which means some of the collection was converted, but not all of it.
Okay.
But none of the Trigger Machines existed before.
So Keiichiro brings them like a case full of money, and then
to clarify that, we know from Scissors that the VS Changer converts treasures into vehicle modes, and we know that the VS Changers are collection pieces themselves, so they definitely did exist when Lupin had them.
But we also know that Noel said he created all the Trigger Machines.
Well,
why did one?
I don't know. Did they actually say that he created all of them, or maybe he just learned how to modify them the same way that Lupin and the Changers do? I feel like we'll get more information on that later.
I mean, they don't look particularly old-timey like some of the other collection pieces do. They look more modern.
Yeah.
So there might be some modifications.
I mean, were there fire trucks like that back in Lupin's day?
I mean, he at least made the Patranger form.
So anyway,
why would a thief have a police power?
So anyway, the mob sends a bunch of cronies after Keiichiro to beat him to death and take the money.
And he fucking beats the shit out of him.
Yeah, he just goes full on James Bond on him.
Probably, like, one of the coolest things he does is he just, like, beats down this one guy and then just goes, like, ah! And just fucking, like, roars at him and just scares him off. And I was just like, you should have seen the huge fucking smile on my face just being like, fuck yeah, dude, good job.
It just reminds me of JDF in the Turbo movie when he just goes, boom, and the one fucking putropod just bails.
Nope. But he just... That's so cool. Like, it was so cool seeing him fight untransformed like that, and he was just whooping so much ass. Like, oh, I love this man.
So the reason they kept all this secret from Noel is so that they could keep the collection piece for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So now they are effectively distrusting Noel with regards to the collection.
Well, I think... No, you know what's funny? From the beginning, Keiichiro's just been like, yeah, like, I don't trust you, but, like, You're handy, so we'll work with you.
And I'm glad that it hasn't evolved into full trust, considering that he knows that he works with the thieves.
Yeah.
And I just remembered, like, they said that they found out the whole art thief. They found out about the art thieves because of the people they arrested before, which at the time they complained about. But looking at it now, it's like, oh well, shit. Like, us cleaning up the mess, quote unquote, actually led to something good.
Yep. Yeah, I like that the attention to detail that because of something else that happened, it led to them finding out something else that they could acquire. So.
Continuity.
Yeah. So then Kairi comes in, nabs Splash, and Keiichiro like just gets super sick. What the fuck are you doing here? He's like, oh.
And of course, Keiichiro's not going to put it together that even though they're fucking X number of distance away from where they're usually based, that Lupin Red might be Kairi.
No.
I mean,
it's too easy.
Yeah, well,
I mean, they have said before.
Fuck it, he flew over here in his jet.
And then we just get this really cool transformation sequence of just like both of them just like angrily shooting their fucking logos.
Angry
at each other.
double henshin. I wanted so bad for the actual red logos to actually crash into each other.
Oh, that would have been fucking awesome. They actually switch
and
forms.
make an actual versus.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Lupinranger.
Lupin, Ichigo, and Patranger Red.
Patron Red. Ooh.
Or Patred.
Patron Aka.
Patred.
Now I can't wait for V Cinema when we see Lupin Tricolor and Patra and Yugo combine the whole Kamen Rider build style.
So then, like, yeah, the Patos and Lupin show up, and they, like, and I actually kind of liked when the Lupin showed up and they transformed because it was, like, Noel.
This weird GoPro triple henshin.
But it was, like, Noel was, like leading them, so he, like, transformed into Lupin X with them. And then we got, like, this really cool kind of, like, I liked him in, like, the distance doing, like, his roll call or whatever like that. Yeah. That was sweet. And then, yeah, so they grab the collection piece out of him and then exposes the gas, which makes it smell really bad.
And then it turns out he had the collection piece just to make himself not smell like crap.
Well, so they didn't suspect him.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm guessing that not just that his attack in making the flammable gas wasn't entirely the reason you wanted the collection piece.
And then, like, in the beginning of the episode, like, I remember they said, like, this is the strongest collection piece that we have.
Yeah.
It makes your farts smell bad.
So on one side, Lupin Red and Patronichigo are fighting over Splash, and Kairi's clearly phoning it in because he's all depressed that Keiichiro is now reminding him of his big brother.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, that was actually something that I remembered. I really like that.
Yeah.
Like, something I kind of don't like is that it seems like the Lupins have actual character flaws, while the Patos have more comic relief character flaws.
Sure, like, I mean it's another interesting axis upon which to juxtapose the two teams.
Like, Tsukasa's flaw, she likes stuffed animals. Sakuya's flaw, he's a Reddit nice guy. And Keiichiro's flaw, children don't like him.
Sakuya's flaw, he rushes into things.
And he's clumsy.
No, he rushes into things.
Oh, that too. And then also, just like I liked when Sakuya was just like, he's like, oh my god, we should fucking put the collection piece back in him, and Toma's like, no, fuck you.
I love it. It actually stops everyone from being able to fight him to such a point that not only do they suggest put it back in, but they don't actually defeat him. Ghost comes out and reuses him before he dies.
She tries to go out and just like, nope, and then just...
yeah, she like sticks her hand through the portal. No!
She just freaking yeets it through the portal.
Yeet!
Just grab. And it starts playing her music and then it just stops and she's just like, no.
No, and I like earlier when like they're talking about...
She doesn't have a nose!
That's what I was gonna say.
I like when they're talking about it with like Don Yaboon and just it's like, oh god, it's fucking him, and Death's just like, yeah, he has that, and Don Yaboon's like, this'll be interesting, huh?
I can't wait for Don.
Smell it from here. Ghost, do something.
I can't wait for Don Yaboon to actually like do a thing.
That's what I was just about to say.
We've seen him do a little bit of a thing, and that was fucking terrifyingly powerful.
We've seen him do between one half and one thing.
Yeah.
Usually it's do less than one thing.
Yeah.
God, fucking Jess did more than him.
Jess was more interesting since he was an alien.
Alien made up of little tiny aliens.
That was pretty cool.
Don Yaboon's from another dimension. I'm used to other dimension. Fuckers.
What? That sounds weirdly personal. Like,
don't talk to me about other dimensions. I like other dimensions.
Listen to Kaitou Sentai Ultranger for more on Gar's love of dimension fuckers.
Oh no, I'm talking about like old Sentais.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Like Jetman.
Honore Decado?
Huh?
Honore Decado?
No.
So
I actually rewatched Decade like a couple episodes, but I'll talk about that later.
So then like we get contact. Tsukasa contacts Keiichiro. It's just like, oh my god, like there's explosions all over the city. We need that VS vehicle that you found.
There's a giant shit bag exploding the city with terrible flaming diarrhea.
People are dying from like smelly farts.
Hear me out. There's a font.
Yeah, they
fart
said
monster.
minimalize casualties, but it's the explosions that killed them, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean people actually died because of this?
Probably.
Oh, probably.
What a humiliating death.
So then Keiichiro is just like Lupin Red, like you have your jet's faster than my car, like you have to take it to them, and he's just like, fine, fuck you, and just fucking takes it.
And that right there is a gigantic leap for Keiichiro's character.
Between the fact that he gave it to them for the greater good, and the fact that
he admits that Lupin Red is better than him.
Well, no, it's not that, and that Kairi.
Who does it?
No, it's interesting because Kairi thinks to himself, Keiichiro is such a wonderful stand-up guy who reminds me of my brother.
Yeah.
And Keiichiro says Kairi's the only one who can save them. Each of them is seeing the other person as the better one now.
That's interesting. I hadn't thought about it that way.
Which means that eventually it's gonna come to a head, and it's gonna be mutual respect.
Oh God! Now I'm really looking forward to when Keiichiro finds out Kairi's Lupin Red, because that's gonna be crushing.
I'm
immediately in the slammer.
Honestly, this was honestly when later on in the episode when he finally says when they're saying oh, I'm surprised the Lupins actually came to help, and Keiichiro's like, I knew they'd come. I knew they'd pull through. I love how it's showing he does have faith in them. He knows they're good people. He's just doing it because it's his job.
Yep. He's.
I kind of finally get it, and it makes me like his character so much more.
All right. And thus we have the explanation why we are getting Lupin Kaiser splash magic instead of a Pot Kaiser.
Yeah. I'm okay with it. It's still fucking badass, though.
It is. It is pretty good.
It's a pretty sweet looking.
I was a bit confused by it because in the preview it looked like Pat Kaiser had. I'm like, and Lupin Red's gonna give it back, and Lupin Red's gonna give it back, and Lupin Red. Nope.
Okay. I thought that it was gonna be just it was gonna be something like Kairi does some in his jet, but he lets Keiichiro all come on, and then they make the Megazord together.
That I was thinking as well. It's like, oh, he just.
And then we left Patranger in Kusakawa, and he's got to train back himself.
And then.
I mean, he could always just summon his vehicle and drive back.
Damn it! It's out of gas.
Fly back after the fight just so that Keiichiro
keep up the appearance.
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't know.
I guess we skipped past that. And thus we get to see his final attack, Big Poppin' Splash!
Yeah.
Where he traps Kankus in a big floating, drowning prison.
I don't know why, but when I was watching this, I couldn't help but pay attention to Goody a lot during the fight, because he looked more kind of excited. The whole time stuff was happening, he was just kind of this is fucking awesome.
Well, I'm sure that he has never played with this combination before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the head on fucking Splash, though. Looks awesome.
Like I said when we talked about it last week, it reminds me of the Central Force Megazord from Lost Galaxy.
My dad's a firefighter, and I kind of want to get this for him just as something to put on his desk. He used to be a firefighter.
Oh, that's cute.
The VS vehicle is a good remodel of the crane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad that it's a remold, but I don't.
Instead of a drill, it's a head.
I think it's cheaper to remold something than to make something completely.
There are a number of slight differences that I think set it enough apart.
Yeah.
Although I still kind of wish drill was an actual arm instead of a sword club thing.
I just love that after the fight we cut back to the bistro and Umika is straight up just playing with Splash on the table. Like it's a toy car.
I want now. Okay. I just realized now. I really want their identity as Lupins to be revealed by there's some random little kid that they're watching for some reason, just playing with the VS vehicles.
Right. Biggest question though. Why is it called the Splash?
Because it shoots water. It's a fire truck.
Why not call it the fire VS vehicle?
Because it
doesn't shoot fire.
But it's a fire truck.
They did that same.
You're naked, and your parents come home. Fire truck.
No, it's
Six Smosh 2011 reference.
I don't know.
It's not water. It's rescue juice.
According to Goggle Hero.
Well, like I said in last week's episode with Splash and
Trigger Machine Juice.
It's gets a little wet, and then magic fingers you a little. I know.
And then you play a card game.
Then you play a card game. But yeah, overall, this was a fucking amazing episode. It showed people that why Keiichiro is best read.
More evidence.
Well, I will.
Hashtag lucky was
I will
hype.
give you this point. I will give you this 1 point.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were going to go into a point, or you were just saying he gets a point.
No.
Anyways,
No,
Ichi,
Keiichiro gets this point.
cue our bumper.
Is it Rider time?
It better just be the song from Back to the Future. I'll be back in time.
No,
God, no.
We just used Kamen Riders.
When you said the song from Back to the Future, I thought you meant like the theme of Back to the Future.
Oh yeah.
I feel like
it's like you better promise me I'll be back.
No, not that. No, not that. I mean like the actual music from Back to the Future.
Oh, the actual score.
Yeah.
Dun,
No,
I
not
feel
that.
like it.
No.
I feel like the thing should be Rider time.
Yes, that's what we used.
Oh, okay. You use the entire thing. Okay.
For clarification, when we do the recording, no one else can hear the bumper, so everyone listening to the finished episode knows what we used. Moving on.
Sorry.
Kamen Rider Zio.
I really, really liked it. I want to know what the things you were thinking, because you said in the car when you were driving me here, thank you for driving me here, you said there were some things that ticked you off.
I wouldn't say ticked me off,
Or
but
like that you didn't want to forgive even though it was the first episode.
there are basically 3 main problems with the first episode.
Number 1. Why the fuck does Toei think a Tyrannosaurus Rex sounds like a goddamn elephant?
Alright, let's address the elephant in the room.
I was writing down notes for the episode, but I stopped writing them after, why does the T-Rex make elephant noise?
I was watching this when I was at Kelly's place last weekend, and she hears the elephant. She's like, "Oh, is there an elephant in Zio? Why does the T-Rex sound like an elephant?"
I don't know what Japanese media has with this, because we also have the squirrels that sound like monkeys from the beginning of Deadly Premonition.
Could no one find the stock sounds for Gabutira in Toei's sound folders?
Does fucking Universal Pictures have like the copyrighted the fucking T-Rex roar from Jurassic Park or something?
Use the sound you were gonna use for the fucking Saurus bottle, because God knows that didn't get used.
Oh God, I forgot.
Damn it! O's mixed up his Zo and Tyranno medals again.
Yes, go.
I feel like it was a quick accident, and like.
Except they did it twice.
No, but the elephant sound effect was probably just a placeholder, and then they forgot to change it because it's such a minor detail.
Well, tell you what, when the DVD comes out, we'll have someone check it.
Yeah.
Watch it actually get fixed. That'd be hilarious.
Kind of like X8's first episode.
Oh, with the belt being both open and closed.
I love that.
Yeah,
Every time I see that now, I'm like, that's just gonna stay there forever.
Did they
It's never
actually fix it?
No.
No, they did. And episode 2 and 4
Oh yeah, episode 2 they did, but episode 1 it's always gonna be
She's there.
That's fucking awkward.
Gar is now dragging out a TV tray.
He is flipping the table.
They're gonna fix the elephant noise by just putting Tyrannosaurus.
And speaking of that scene with the T-Rex, why the bloody fuck did we have a completely superfluous flash forward at the top of the episode?
Because it's a time travel thing. They wanted to be like, we're really time traveling.
Thank you, Emily. That's why.
And
has a big head
if
with
that was the
arms.
point, then they should have capped it off either at the start or end of that sequence with a scene like, forever, like this much time ago, back in time, or forward in time, or something.
1,000 years ago in the future.
I wish it had just started out just like...
No! I know it! I know exactly what they should have done! As Sogo is running away from the T-Rex, freeze frame. Hi, I'm Tokyo Sogo. You may be wondering how I got here. Exactly. Well, let me tell you a
My name is Tokyo Sogo, and this is the day I died.
Second to live.
This is the day I died.
I feel like the better joke would be the Ratatouille one. This is me.
Ding! Not this guy. Winner, loser.
just between him and Omazeo.
Yes.
This story's about me, not this guy. No.
Oh my god! Now I want to cut that together.
Can we make? Okay, no.
We
The
need
thumbnail.
to talk about him like he's
The thumbnail is just going to be the side-by-side comparison of Cusco as like Emperor Cusco with Omazeo's face, and then just Llama Cusco with fucking Zeo's face. There we go.
Honestly,
I did it.
I wanted so bad.
We need to call him Kuzio.
I wanted so bad. I wanted so bad for the thumbnail to be this one image I found, but since it's not going to be, I'm going to put it in the
episode.
What's
here.
the image?
I'll show you in just a sec.
It's pretty funny.
As we know from watching the Zeo Henshin, there is a couple of frames where you see Zeo's helmet without the text on it, and the fandom has just been going ham!
Like they put X-Aid's eyes, Decade's compound eyes, just like...
I'm shocked we haven't...
The X-Aid eyes actually worked.
I'm shocked we
Not gonna lie.
haven't...
Go ahead, guys.
I'm shocked we haven't used that meme to make a Radio Sentai Castranger.
Whoa.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what we should have done.
What?
Should have put the Castranger logo in it.
Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, do that for episode 2.
So, putting in the chat now.
Fuck!
That's what I wanted the thumbnail to be.
That's funny. Emily, look. Emily's been...
I love this fandom so much.
It looks official.
Right?
Just F-U-C-K.
Fuck time!
Open original.
Fucking Riders!
So I've discovered this from one of my followers on Twitter, SSJ3_Goku, who found it on 4chan. Oh god, you want water?
I'm okay.
Emily
So sorry.
Emily has gotten the Star Ninja cancer.
Oh jeez.
No.
Yeah!
Get her some
I'm
cheeseburgers
so
quickly. It's the only way.
Get her some hot, quick! Somebody!
Don't worry.
Give her some of your Naria pizza.
She just said F you to me. That's amazing.
Give her some of your Naria pizza.
No, I didn't.
Figure that slot. Oh god.
I'm sorry for interrupting with my freaking comment.
That was hilarious. Anyways. Yeah, so it starts off with fucking just people trying to fight Omazeo, and they're getting their fucking asses kicked.
Oh, wait, I got the perfect music for that.
Oh.
The Terminator scene?
I mean, basically.
There is no fate but with what we henshin.
I love how I could tell what that was instantly.
My immediate response is, Decade did this scene better.
So, we can already tell within the first, minute of seeing Omazeo that this man is so far up his own ass that he made a monument of himself of the first time he transformed with all 19 past Heisei Kamen Riders right beside him as statues.
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
like, oh my god.
That's totally him.
We'll get into predictions.
That technically means before he made the statue, he had to go back in time, hide behind a tree or something, and watch himself henshin and take a picture of it.
That's true. He couldn't have remembered.
Well, we'll see.
I just find it hilarious that I can just hear Ichi's phone, go back in time. Click.
Yeah.
Click.
Yeah, one of my old phones actually said click when you took a photo.
That's both amazing and terrible.
So, that scene of Omazeo just destroying was cool. And then there's one shot where a bunch of missiles come at him and he swats them away, and I'm like, well, fuck you, Roshuo.
No, when he paused, everyone, I was hoping someone within this week would have just made a video of just going, pause! Jun, jun, jun.
Which would have been appropriate since he's a time-themed
Well,
rider.
He can't only freeze time, he can apparently make people dissolve something.
I'm not
Alright, fucking Captain Infinity Gauntlet!
I'm not expecting it, but I would love if just when he goes to X8's timeline, just they're fighting Cronus or something, and he tries pausing.
I think we talked about this.
Yeah, I know, and just Zeo's just like, fuck you, no.
That's cute.
That's cute. But yeah, what Gar was saying, that would be funny if he just he goes back to the first time he just sees himself transform, he's just behind, she's going, oh, okay, that's good, yeah.
Right, that's how I was standing.
I was so fat.
Oh my god, I was so ugly.
Here's the thing, though.
Glad I got that facelift.
Here's the thing, though. If the time machines are so commonplace in the 2068 era, it's safe to say that Omuzio has some of his own, which he could use to look at the footage of his first henshin, like Tsukiyomi did.
Like Meet the Robinson.
Is this the part where Gar complains why there's time travel?
Emily brings up a valid point.
What?
I was like, oh yeah, he gets like a facelift layer. No, he gets a voice lift. So it's just 18-year-old Sogo in fucking 2068, but he lowered his voice to make it sound more menacing.
I will talk about the voice when we get to our predictions.
Hey guys, I'm Kairi. I'm the demon game.
It sounded like that still.
Oh jeez, Waz, what are we gonna do? Sogo, you gotta get your shit together. You gotta kill the writers.
So when he goes back in time and takes the picture, he doesn't like the picture. So he has to go back in time again and hide behind a different tree.
I kind of hate myself for making a Rick and Morty joke because I actually don't like Rick and Morty anymore.
No. He goes back to the future. Did you get the picture? Yeah. Oh shit! It wasn't focused.
No, he gets the picture and he sees himself behind a tree in the picture.
Ah shit! I photobombed myself.
Yeah.
Goes back a third time. All right. Hey. Knocks him out again. Hey. Knocks out the second one. Wait, how does this even work? Ah, fuck.
I just thought of something.
Just Marty McFly's himself?
I just thought of something. When he goes to Ghost's timeline, if Ghost does not use the bat clock at least once, or we even see the bat clock, I'm going to be sour.
I sincerely doubt it.
We know! Hashtag bat clock and Ghost timeline.
That's a long hashtag.
Hashtag bring back bat clock.
Bat clock.
I still have my bat clock.
Yes, you do. It's fun. Yeah.
Before we move on, I believe Gar had a major point of contention about the fact that he has time travel abilities in 2068.
How?
That's like asking, oh gee, how does Deno fucking travel through time?
Well, he exists outside of time and space.
Let's remember that this show is written by the guy who wrote Ninja.
I mean,
it's like, it's just episode 1. It'll probably be explained later. That should be question number 1.
We have time machines.
A bad first episode doesn't mean a bad series.
No, that should have been question 1. It's like, I come from the future. How the fuck do you have a time machine?
To quote Counselor Deanna Troi from the Star Trek First Contact movie, this is no time to be talking about time!
Okay.
According to Waz later on in the episode, Dio has control over the past, present, and future. I think it'd be fairly easy to take that and put it into a machine.
But maybe they just... I was about to make an argument that was cyclical and made no sense, so forget what I was about to say.
No, just... It's like, what's the female lead's name?
Tsukuyomi?
Tsukuyomi.
I'm gonna call her Soup.
No,
Okay.
don't call her
Soup.
Well, she's about as interesting as Soup.
I'm with Soup. What do you mean you're with Soup?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That's what I was gonna say.
What year are you in? 2068. Fuck you.
Why are you time traveling with the Soup girl?
Tsukuyomi.
Yeah, Waz is just like, why are you traveling through time with the Soup girl? Fuck you.
Right, so Zio and Soup.
Soup.
That sounds like a really bad law firm.
That sounds like a Ren and Stimpy option.
One of our future thumbnails is just going to be a shot of just Zio, Sogo, and soup together, and we're just going to put a bowl of soup over her face.
She's a good girl. Stop.
We can use her for soup.
I'm calling her Soup.
Thank you for staying on.
See, that's the new Kazooie. So until she becomes a rider, we're just gonna keep calling her Soup.
Yes.
No, she's gonna get a belt. She's not gonna use a GQ driver. She's gonna use a build driver, and she's gonna use a can of Campbell.
The soup driver.
So Soup escapes from Amazio through time.
No. Okay. No.
It's like the build driver game, but we gotta put a spoon in the front and stir it.
Can I go back to what I was gonna say?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Soup sees Zio.
Stop calling her Soup.
No.
It's like, in 50 years, you become a psycho killer and like murder us all. Wait, how's there time travel? knocks him out. All right, take two.
There's a simple explanation for that.
No, it's like knocks him out, tosses him out. Okay, take two. Oh shit! I don't know that question.
No, honestly, Sogo has the best line in this entire episode. Huh? So this thing will make me become demon king, huh? Cool. Sucks about the whole demon part. And I'm just like, you are very, very casual when you say that.
Would you like to be a dinosaur king?
Well, doesn't he think
Shaman King?
No, Dinosaur King.
Oh.
Before we go too far into the episode,
King.
Does he want to be king of the pirates?
Before we go too far into the episode, let's talk about the opening sequence.
Rightful ruler of Shura.
Over Quartzer, a pretty good song. I don't think it's better than Be the One, but it's good.
Oh yeah,
I liked it.
I liked it.
I liked all the logos and how like every rider was on the clock and such.
Yeah.
I like Over Quartzer. Don't know what a quartz is though. Or know how do I get over it?
What is a quartz?
I know why, but
a quartz is a type of watch.
I don't know why, but I like the part in the opening where you see like the other time jackers and you just see what was his name? The
Wool?
Wool? No.
Wool?
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
for
boy girl one.
Yeah, Wool.
Yeah, I just like him just skipping through and
the
like
boy
I like
girl
that.
ones.
I think he's supposed to be a gender neutral character.
The boy girl.
I don't think so.
You sound like my coworker today when he saw a picture of Andros.
boy girl.
Yeah.
The
soup.
Anyway,
what I think is the coolest part of the opening is the fact that at the end, right before the logo of the show shows, they show the Kamen Rider text from all the previous shows in a flash over the course of a second.
I will say the actual song itself sounds really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's the visuals itself that I feel like clash with it a bit.
Well, let's hope that this show decides to keep updating their opening sequence.
Please, God! Like, that's one thing I just, like, Guild's opening was just weird.
Or heck, I'm actually shocked that this is the first time in 3 years for Kamen Rider to actually start off with an opening for the first episode.
Yeah!
Ghost didn't have an opening. Ghost episode 1 didn't have an opening. X8 episode 1 didn't have an opening.
It was at the end, wasn't it? They put
it was at the end. Build episode 1,
same thing
no
with Build.
opening.
This is a special series.
Build happened at the end
Decade
too.
had one.
Yeah, but
fuck Decade.
Honestly, I feel like that kind of hurt it a bit because it put more time into the emphasis on the opening instead of giving us more story.
Thunderbreaster Orb in our chat brings up something that I was probably going to wait until our predictions to mention, but on the line of the Zio opening possibly having a shot in it that is an event that happens at the end of the show, I have 2 thoughts on what that could be. The shot at the start of it, where Sogo is looking around as all the riders are paralyzed in time.
Yeah.
Or the shot of Zio actually standing in the time stream.
My actually one I think is the scene with like the statues break. Because that's like the riders like being released, freed.
Yeah,
that's also a good.
I wonder if the statues are the riders. So.
I have a different theory about about the statues breaking that I'll talk about that later, I guess.
Okay. So another character we get introduced to is where's his name? I don't see his name here. No,
Gates?
go down.
Are we talking about his karate friend?
No, talking about Gates.
Oh,
Go
Gates.
down.
And let me just say again, now that we're talking about the episode,
I disagree with you.
I cannot stress how much I hate it when a rider has the same name as their power set.
No.
I hated it with Poppy.
Yeah.
I hate it with Gates.
No.
Anytime they do that, I dislike it.
For me, I like that his name is Gates because then I only have one name I could work with the whole show. Yeah, exactly. So I can just be like, so Gates did this. Because I know it's like I kept like switching from Sento to Build and like Cross to Banjo sometimes. So
although this really starts to say something about his character, like did he come up with that? Was he just a lazy asshole and went, "What would you like?"
I like to think.
Fuck it, Gates.
You know what I like to actually think? I like to think because you know how like Omazeo has like this new Ziku driver that looks really fancy and gold and stuff. Maybe Gates stole his old Ziku driver that he was using as he was Zio. And
I was going to mention exactly that idea during my prediction.
So he's using Sogo's belt. Just he stole it.
No, but I'm talking about the Gates power set specifically.
Where did they come from? How did it happen? What's his motivation?
I have a question.
Yep.
What kind of fucked up parents name their kids gays?
Gates.
Gates. It's a German word that means misering or something like that.
Maybe it's just a common name in the future.
In 2068, all of the world's cultures are blended together into one melting pot.
Oh no, President Trump won, didn't he?
Oh god.
This is the dark timeline.
Trump is Omazeo.
Oh no, it's the dark timeline!
We're gonna build what we
means,
did last season.
Okay, looking at this, it's from German. It means greed. Oh god, he's gonna get the O's power, isn't he?
I got it. He's gonna have his slogan will just be the word mega, because he's gonna make existence great again.
Okay, no, look, okay, there's another thing. Here's another thing.
No, it's the true villain.
He's noun. First definition, meanness.
So wait, someone talking?
Yeah.
His name is meanness.
Anyway, so we are introduced to Sogo Tokiwa, who is Simba, because he just can't wait to be king.
Yeah, pretty much. No, and apparently he took his career test, or not his career test, but he made oh, what do you want to be in the future? And he's like, king. And his karate friend's just like, you can't.
That is so stupid. I'm gonna fucking flip you on your ass.
Flip you on your ass to fucking make you.
We actually get a GoPro camera shot.
Yeah.
Also, it reminds me a lot of the beginning of Go Princess Breakthrough, where
what's wrong,
the
guy?
main character has the same. Oh, sorry. Okay?
As someone,
oh, hang on, Blaze.
You're calling him silly because he wants to be a king. You live in Japan, where you guys have a fucking emperor.
Yeah, but it's
which means he's the wrong kind of king.
No, but it's more like it's like the Queen of England. She's more of a figurehead, the Prime Minister of England.
No, but the point is, it's a different kind of ruling system.
He wants to be a leader.
Yeah,
that's like coming to America and saying you want to be king. We don't have a king.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we got an emperor. Close enough. I'll do it.
but wouldn't you have to be related by blood?
I think it's absolutely hilarious that
it is done by
Sogo gets flipped on his ass, and his immediate response is, "Wow, that was nice. You can be head of my royal guard."
I know. It was
Royal
great.
Police.
How the fuck am I your best friend?
As someone who's in the exact same age range as him,
someone who's been flipped on his ass,
as someone who's in my senior year of high school and is basically the same age as him, I have to say I do know people exactly like that, and I fucking hate them.
Wait, like the karate guy or like Sogo?
Like Sogo.
Also,
where they just think extremely highly of themselves. I couldn't after I finished the episode, I was thinking about it. Without them going back in time and all the starting, I could totally see him becoming Omazeo. It makes complete sense.
I'm looking forward I hope they do explain why he has that attitude, because without the context I feel it deserves, it sort of just comes off as he is a fucking lazy fuckwad who doesn't want to go to college.
Yeah, sounds like people my age.
I don't think that really is. I think he actually...
I feel like there will be more context, but until we get that context, it just seems like Sogo is a fucking lazabout. And it doesn't help that when he says to his uncle that he wants to be king...
And his uncle's just he's holding a career
college entrance exam.
Yeah, entrance exam. He's like, oh,
that's nice.
Immediately fucking throws it in the trash.
Worst parent!
Well, no, he's just he's oh, he's still thinking about that. Well,
Where are his parents?
Because he knows Where the fuck are your parents?
It's Heisei Rider. They're dead.
No one has parents.
How was he planning?
No. Okay, either two things happened to his parents. One, dead. Two, evil Rider. And third, toy catalog.
His dad is Omazeo.
Or other generic thing. Parents are overseas.
I actually don't think that.
Here's a plot twist.
I can almost imagine it.
Omazeo is Sugo from the future, except he had a kid, took his uncle, traveled with him back in time so that he can always be king.
I do think that there is something going on with the uncle, because he talks about how he had a chance to do something younger in life, and they don't say what it is.
He's totally a Kamen Rider.
Oh my god, what if he's Sogo for the future?
He's totally...
Oh my god!
Wait, that would create an cross-side.
I'm calling it
you know
now.
what?
He's totally a writer.
I'm going to hold that as my personal thing right now. The uncle is Sogo from the future.
I doubt that.
I need pencil and paper.
There's some shit up, but I don't think it's
So
bad.
while Sogo is going back to the clock shop or whatever like that, you just see Gates in his time machine just kind of like sneaking and looking over at him.
The least sneaky ever!
Time machine
And there's a bunch of children that walk by.
Basically.
Hot Rod.
Hot time.
His name's Hot Rod.
There's a bunch of children who walk by, and they don't even fucking
They don't
bat
see
an
a
eye
thing
at
with a giant red robot.
It's Japan. It's an average Tuesday.
Right?
Now I will...
Oh, it must be a Tuesday.
Are we fighting the Americans again?
I will agree with...
This time.
I think we should call Gates' time machine Hot Time.
Hot time.
Hot time.
Hot time.
But I will say, though, I agree with some people that, like, I've talked to, that, like, I think Gates could have been introduced better.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. He should have been, like, episode 2 or 3.
Instead of just sort of popping in.
I'm here to fucking kill you.
Once we get to the end of the episode, I'll talk about what I think was wrong with Gates.
I kind of wish that at least we didn't see his human form until later.
Gates is
fucking Ryuki henching like motherfucker.
No, he is so goddamn stupid. For being a time traveler, you kind of fuck up, buddy.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
No, it's like if you know he's going to become this thing in the future, don't state it to him. Just go up to him and be like,
okay,
hey,
let's get into this.
Done.
If you have the ability to travel through time,
anything. Why would you go back in time and tell him he's going to become that devil king?
And
that makes zero sense.
Why would you go back to the point in time right when he's achieving his power?
The door with my screaming.
Kill him when he's a baby. Give his dad a condom. Something.
I mean,
go kill him.
There are literally infinite number of ways you could have handled this better.
Push him into a car.
Also,
kill Tsukuyomi.
Wait. You have a time machine. Why don't you just go back and just kill fucking Omaizio when he's just sitting on the crapper or something? Scott, you just don't get it.
He's transformed at all times.
Also, don't use the time machine that's somehow slower than a dude on a bike.
Austin Powers 2.
Right?
Why don't you just kill Austin Powers when he's sitting on the crappers?
It's that Sogo on his bike was small and maneuverable and snuck around. And I love that his response is, oh yeah?
No.
Boom! Punches through the ceiling.
Like, okay, I wouldn't be making that big... No, I wouldn't be making that big of a problem with this. Except later on in the episode, Soup goes up... Like, Soup knocks out Sento, knocks out Banjo, then knocks out other Soup, Zeno. Why are they both called S? No, okay, so basically, knocks out Zio, and then, what did she say? Oh, interacting with the past is very dangerous.
We got Soup and Soup time.
Except parallel reality, which is part of what I'll talk about in a second.
Yeah.
But
the poncho!
How did...
Hit the road square.
Where did the skywall come from?
Hold on. I will get into this, because this is my biggest problem with the episode.
Oh god, no. It's time for an Ichiro hand.
Not quite yet. We're not quite there. Okay. I want to go through the stuff in order.
So, yeah, so Sogo, like, runs into fucking, Waz.
Who is literally halfway between Dark Phillip Allen and Adele.
Wait, who?
Waz.
The bastard son of Juggler and Guy.
Yes. Or as I will call him, Juggler.
Just like my dad does.
No.
The Wazler.
No.
The Wazler.
Steve Wozniak.
Juggle.
He's like the
Wait, just
Wazler,
get
but
me
he's the
the
Wazler.
face.
No. Juggernaut Jai.
Stop.
Gar, I love you, but stop. So he's just
he's like the Wunchler, but he's the Wazler.
He's like he's pretty much
The fuck y'all looking at?
He's carrying around this book called the Twilight Chronicle.
Okay, the two different subs said two different things, but one of the subs called the book the Twilight Chronicle.
That's what I heard.
And my immediate response is, oh god, it's not Hack! It's the Book of Twilight!
Oh,
is he gonna data drain him?
No, just Twilight. Oh.
Wait, what?
That's
Why
so
did he
many
have
printed
Twilight?
in the
This is
future?
Yeah.
So he obviously
And the other sub referred to it as the Witching Time Advent Almanac. So now I don't know what this
I would say it's
Oh
an
god, it's
almanac
Back to the
because
Future.
time travel. Oh no, it's Biff.
So it's obviously
No, it's Jiff.
So obviously it's a book that chronicles all of Zio's, experiences through time.
Woozless woozler.
Who's this?
I'm feeling woozy.
And he pretty much tells Soko, he's like, yeah.
Wait, I am feeling woozy. I need a pop.
So he pretty much tells him, oh, hello, Gates is gonna fucking try to kill you.
Beware of red robots. Just looks up at Lupin Kaiser.
Oh god, a red robot's there.
I just love how he says it to him, and it's immediately relevant.
Beware of red robots.
Can someone just put the clip in? Can we just put the clip in of just Takatora? Like, what do you mean there's a giant robot? You just see Gates' time machine just going like...
Someone will shop that.
They better
fucking get back to work.
They better reuse that clip when they're in the...
I missed that. It was so funny. What do you mean there's two giant robots fighting? Oh, that's stupid.
Everyone's working too hard.
Fucking people.
And then they tried to do that joke again in the Drive Ninja crossover. It didn't work that funny.
So,
it wasn't as funny.
So the scene at the start of the episode happens again where Soup grabs Sogo and escapes to... They literally hit shuffle on time and escape into the fucking age of the dinosaurs to get away from Gates.
And yeah, they go to the Krizoa
Palace!
Krizoa Palace! Star Fox Adventure. And then they go to feudal era Japan because, of course, they gotta go to feudal era Japan because it's a time travel show. You're gonna have a time travel show in Japan, you always gotta go to feudal era Japan. Deno did it, so Zero officers to do it!
We gotta get in our usage.
Calm down.
We gotta get in our usage of the fucking Ito film set.
In Kyoto.
Oh, wow, look at these amazing sets. We're not gonna try and travel
just making a quick reference.
Nope.
Just making a quick reference to that, that was an amazing episode of Ranger where they meet that alien who lived in feudal Japan.
Oh,
and then he came back and he came back and he still thought he was living in feudal Japan.
Yeah.
That was a fucking amazing episode.
And it's funny how they reuse that said footage in the SPD episode. Yeah. So you see Bon Bon's ancestor in Power Rangers SPD.
Oh god.
I just remembered I was gonna make this joke before.
I heard something really bad.
Was says I was gonna make this joke earlier. Was says beware of red robots. You just see so going, stupid side character. This isn't Sentai. The giant red robot appears. Is this a Sentai?
Yeah.
Nani?
No, just sees Grit Man. Oh no.
Shit.
I'm in the dark timeline.
So Soup is fucking broken because like they go to this like thing to get some like food or something like that, and then she like pays like feudal era money on this tap.
Before that though, I love that she is like adamant about trying not to fuck with time. But fuck it, we're here. Let's go have a meal, despite the fact that we're dressed like people from the future. And then she pulls out a fucking tablet from fucking 2068 and counterfeits currency.
And
that's
just the woman
really
goes.
clever.
The woman just goes, oh, okay.
She just doesn't question it and leaves because she knows they could kill her.
That was a great example of show don't tell though. Like they just sort of have, okay, how does she buy this stuff? She has a currency item.
Yeah,
like,
she synthesizes money like it's a fucking synthesizer on Star Trek.
I like what Doc Brown did in Back to the Future Part 2. They go back to 1955. He pulls out a suitcase with literally currency throughout time.
Jesus.
And be like, here, go buy yourself some new clothes so that you can be disguised in 1955. Fucking Marty gets a black outfit with sunglasses, makes him so fucking suspicious.
Yeah.
With a walkie-talkie as well.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Oh, I love Back to the Future.
Yep.
And thus, the Ride Watch, which he earlier, when he was back in his present time, appeared on his bike seat and he just placed down on the ground and it just fucking beams through time into his hand.
Because it's his destiny.
What Thunder Brewster said in the Discord chat. Red Robot. Oh god, it's Red Bot from Ninja Steel.
No!
Oh no, his book has finally been printed.
Something.
And so, clearly establishing that Tsukuyomi is the only one who, quote-unquote, cares about maintaining the time stream, Gates just fucking shows up in full armor, ready to murder.
Yep. And, like, I love it that the fetal...
From the future. And it's not like...
I like how their response is literally just, come on, let's run away!
No, monster!
Run away! Run away! Super, run away!
It's time for Plan Xander.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
No,
okay.
Hey, how's it going? I'm so good talking to you. Oh, okay, never mind.
And thus, they chase each other through the time stream, and Gates' Mazine actually pushes them out of the time stream
into Bill's time
and into
looks like they're out of time.
Maybe that's why. because, you know, they got pushed out of it, so it kind of fucked up and they went through, like, a parallel timeline.
That is the best answer I can come up with.
I'm okay with that. Headcanon.
What is this Doctor Who bullshit?
This is sort of where we get into what my biggest problem with the episode is the fact that they are in what is clearly Build's early show timeline, which was established several times as a parallel reality from the main show's timelines. So, the only answer I can give to why they made it here is that they were pushed out of the time stream by Gates' machine and into parallel reality. That does not, however, completely explain all of the plot holes, which I will go into.
I mean, they could use it to say something like, this is the new world, and like as a result, there's some kind of weird thing with the time stream where going back in going back in time to the like a year of build that we saw will give you like the most important events, which was the whole Skywall thing. But since this is I guess the main Rider world and Build's world fused together, I guess that's the only time where you'll be able to go see the Skywall and everything.
I do not think they put that much thought into it.
Can I just say this? Sento bumps in, not Sento, Zio bumps into Sento and Ryuga. Just, oh, wait, you're from the future? Yeah. Soup shows up, knocks him out. Can you stop doing that? Well, until you stop talking to everyone, I'm just gonna keep knocking people out.
Can I just say for a moment that Soup just blasting everyone into unconsciousness with the Fives Phone X is super badass?
No.
I like that still uses the sound of the phone.
Absolutely.
The problem with that, just shoot Zio. Oh shit, I should have shot him when he was on the machine.
Why doesn't she do that to Gates?
No, just dragging him along.
Yeah.
I made the joke when they end up in Build's timeline or whatever, and I just see this guy, I'm like, oh great, I thought we were just finished Build, but nope!
They keep pulling me back in!
But it was cute where, like, you just see, like, Sento, whatever, like, looking at the rival, she's just like, this is nothing we've seen before.
Hey, where's everyone else?
Just Build Zio form.
My god. Here I thought you could only do things with bottles.
Okay, until
he turns the Ride Watch into a new form, a new Zio full bottle.
We haven't talked about
Banjo, let me borrow your Rolex.
Yeah, I'll get to it.
His eyes, man. His eyes.
Oh yeah, we'll get to it.
Blinking, it was so cool.
So as Sogo crashes into Build's Parallel 2017, and they establish that this is November of 2017, so it's going by the air dates, it's between episodes 12 and 13 of Build. So this is before it was revealed that Evolved/Soichi was Bloodstark. So we just have Build and
30th.
Cross around, and it's normal Cross, not Great Cross, which is interesting to note, which is why we can confirm that this is early Build show and not the New World post-series.
Yet the preview also shows regular Cross.
A new fantastic rider form.
But the dragon bottle is still silver. The Cross Dragon, the Great Cross Dragon, they can't make bottles anymore, and Sento doesn't have the equipment to make a new Cross Dragon.
But
fuck it.
The first sign that shit is not going to be exactly according to canon is the fact that the first thing that happens when Sogo lands in the New World is being chased by the Strong Hazard Smash, or Lost Smash. It's hard to say, but it's definitely not the normal Strong Smash. Because those forms were not a thing at that point in the show.
Why didn't they just make it Guardians?
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
First episode wouldn't just attack a random person.
First episode, and we already got some time problems.
Oh, that's just the tip of the iceberg.
It's a time travel show there's gonna be though.
Take a drink. I'll have a drink.
So, Build and Cross come in with a double ride kick and save Sogo and bring him back to Nashta, where no one else is around.
I really feel like, Ichi, this show is going to fucking break you. Because, like, you love Kamen Riders so much, and this is a show about going back in time to other Rider timelines. You're going to have a rant every single week.
Let's put it this way. I'm looking forward to us getting through the Build episode, so I won't have quite so much to complain about. This is a special case. Starting with this was probably not the best idea, but I get why they did, because Build just ended.
Build just happened. We have the actors.
Yeah.
Except for everyone else. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm no longer going to be Build. Hey, come over here. You're Build again. What? just do it.
Yeah.
Well, I like to think of it as Misora was asleep and Sawa was out getting information.
Sure.
Wink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we see this kid playing basketball, whatever like that, and then he's about to get run over by a car, but
Wool the
stops it.
Timejacker stops it.
And he's like, you know why I saved you? And it's like, oh, because you want me to do shit for you? Exactly.
You were supposed to die according to history, but if you form a contract with me, I can save you. Okay, fucking Imagine!
Oh no, it's the Dino timeline.
QB!
So
one thing I don't understand though is like they kind of made that cut that weird, so it looks like it happens in 2017.
It does because you see the snow. No, that's part of why I'm going to complain because there's a glaring plot hole, but it absolutely happens during this point. Because A, it's snowing, and we established that this is November in 2017 when the build timeline in the show happens, and B,
when you see another build walking away looking for best matches, he says 2017.
Yeah.
So,
which means he's just been walking. Wait, if this is a parallel world, then how?
Well,
my brain hurts.
Okay, so here's where the biggest problem is. So another rider build gets created in November of 2017 in a parallel reality to the main timeline.
That we can say.
Tsukuyomi walks in and phones everyone to unconsciousness, and what we are led to assume is that she takes Sogo now that she thinks that he is not Omazeo because he's the kind non-fighting asshole who got thrown in the river.
He's a pacifist.
And puts him in his bed, back in his timeline, in his world, in 2018, and he wakes up and he tells his uncle all of the rider things that happened, and I don't know why, that's weird, but okay, I'm ready. That's not important.
I had the crazy stream last night.
So
I was the unicorn wizard.
Basically. So Sogo wakes up.
I was the main character.
Back in his timeline, back in his reality. And we see his uncle reading a newspaper saying that there are multiple athletes missing. And by multiple, I mean 3. So, are we led to believe then that another rider build terrorized humanity completely unchecked for a year and somehow crossed realities into the main world timeline?
That's actually a good point.
And only killed 3 people.
My counter argument.
What in the fuck happened here?
And only use basketball hours.
Explanation. Wool brought him brought him over to 2018. Because remember, they have time traveling abilities. He probably took them over.
Counterpoint.
Yeah, I know. The
first 2 people he killed are in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
They are in the newspaper that his uncle is reading.
Okay.
This show has no fucking clue what it's doing already!
Wait. Hold on.
Do tell!
What if he was changed into another build in the new timeline?
But it wasn't, because we see it snowing when he's playing basketball.
Happened again?
But it could have just been. It could have still just been November of that said year.
Maybe he just didn't transform for a while, and then
maybe
later on just went back to transform.
Maybe the power of that weird fusing power or whatever, like that caused the world to fuse. Maybe another Rider powers are immune to the effects.
Because remember, it's a Kamen Rider themed monster. What do Kamen Riders do? Transform. So obviously, maybe he can transform back into his normal self.
Really?
Either that or the Rider.
Possible.
The Timejacker's plan, as we understand it, is to replace the rider in each world with their monster version.
To fix this, all they needed to do was just not have it take place back in 2018.
Exactly.
Just have his first henshin be in Build's world.
And
whatever.
I kind of think, based on the trailer, that the episode 2 is going to consist of them going back to Build's world/timeline and fighting another Build again, stopping him from reappearing in the main timeline.
Anyways, we can tell from already that the show's going to have a lot of problems, but oh well.
Also, can I just say, this another build is completely moronic. He's trying to get a best match with 2 things that are organic.
Also,
you're right.
Question E. Why didn't Gates follow Soup and Zio?
Right?
Maybe he thought they died in time.
Also,
why would he do? That's another time machine.
Also, if Soup is so badass with the Feist Phone X that she's able to fucking instantly down someone, why didn't she do that to Gates?
It was really weird
maybe
seeing her
it doesn't
just knock
work in
out
Rider
Banjo
form.
and Sento in 2 seconds.
But they encounter him in human form several times.
It'd be really awkward. They used to date.
She literally just stands off to the side while he henshins when she could have easily just pop.
Ichi, this is a show for boys. You expect women to do anything?
Also, it's because her goal is to try to prevent Sogo from ever transforming into Zeo. Gates is trying to kill him, so she's trying not to get him killed.
So she should have shot Gates.
Maybe it didn't work.
No, just Zeo just demorphs. It's like, you know what? Take your shit, grab your friends, and go home.
Wait,
I'm done.
Gates' plan was to create a paradox and basically kill everyone. Because if he kills Omazeo, then if he kills Zeo before he becomes Omazeo, then he doesn't go back in time to kill Zeo before he becomes Omazeo.
His goal was to make
Omazeo, then he has to go back in time. Then Omazeo came Omazeo, and then he goes back in time to kill Omazeo, but then he never had to go back in time to kill Omazeo because Omazeo never existed.
I long lost track of what you've been saying.
So Blaze, what you're trying to say is that their goal is to try to make Kamen Rider Paradox? That doesn't make any sense.
I was expecting that to end here. Oh no, I've gone
cross-eyed. It's like if he goes back, if Omazeo gave him the idea being an asshole, had him go back in time to kill Zeo, then Omazeo was never a thing, so he never went back in time to kill Zeo. So Zeo became Omazeo, and then Omazeo Omazeo was an asshole, so he went back in time to kill Zeo, and then since he killed Zeo, Omazeo never a thing, so he never went back in time to kill Zeo.
Okay, stop.
Okay.
Adding to the ever-growing list of things Soup could have done to improve the situation.
Fucking Soup.
Hashtag fucking Soup.
Stop, I'm not gonna post
Soup roots.
Okay.
Adding to the list of people Soup should have shot dead. Waz is the one who gives Sogo the Ziku driver, so why didn't she just shoot him?
Maybe she could.
Maybe he's a robot.
He's immune to Fies.
Maybe they're they're secretly
okay.
Or something.
All she had to do, because she was caught up fighting another build, was sick another build on Gates and have them two fight, and then she just pops Waz in the fucking face.
Pop Cap in her ass.
Anyways, okay, let's talk about the first transformation of Zeo. So
I like
that Waz just kind of like shows up and he's just like addressing him, and then like he's like,
Wagamo!
So he's like, all right. I guess I can transform. I guess I can be the Demon King. You know what? I'm destined to do it. So he
says he's gonna be the nicest Demon King in the world.
So
just like Momonga from Overlord.
So he has like a throw pillow, and he just has the Ziku driver on the throw pillow. Ready to go? Fuck knows.
I feel like we'll probably get an explanation.
Premium Bandai Ziku driver cushion.
Up my ass for you, my king.
So he hands it to him, and then Sogo's like, "Hey,
fuck it."
Hey, you want to do something cool? Okay.
Okay.
So
you know how to use it, do I? Yes.
His henshin's cool. I will say, one of the most satisfying sounds in this show is just when like he spins the driver and you just hear that, just like the clock going off.
I actually like
that sound.
I actually like the sounds on Gates' henshin better.
I like the voices they do.
Okay.
Also, I like how in Zeo's henshin it just sort of flips the whole world around.
The idea behind that is because he's becoming the great overlord Zeo, the world revolves around him.
Oh my god, that's
I don't like the round spinning things around him. I think that's a bit too much. I don't like that Gates has like the same thing too. So
this is a digital watch.
That's my least favorite part of the transformation. Is just like the big round wavy.
My absolute favorite part is the way that the face text appears on that background.
Oh, that's cool.
And then flies forth, and as the rest of the suit appears, just bam, 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 onto the helmet.
Gee, remind you of someone?
Except
the cards flew into his helmet?
Yeah.
Except that I think this was way better. And you know what I absolutely want to see? I want Zeo and Gates to be fighting each other, about to henshin, and I want their techs to crash into each other.
Or they switch faces, and so like Zeo has yellow eyes, and
They switch faces.
You know what would be super interesting? I don't think they'll ever do it, but the toy version can put Zeo and Gates into opposite slots, which means Zeo Gates armor and Gates Zeo armor.
Oh, that would be cool.
I don't think they'll ever do that, but it'd be interesting to see.
It's gonna be in the movie, or it's gonna be or it's gonna be Zeo uses it when Gates dies.
It was an odd henshin sequence, I will say that. I prefer. I still miss Build's transformation sequences because they felt more organic. They felt real.
Which is ironic because it's a machine created by science.
This
Which
felt
is ironic
more like flashy colors, flashy colors, flashy colors.
Well,
whoa!
It's an overlord of time. It's supposed to be big and flashy.
Yeah. Gotta say it. Don't like his weapon.
The
Chrono Saber?
I like that one of the subs that I watched referred to that weapon as the Edge of Time. I actually think that's a pretty
Spider-Man Edge of Time confirmed.
My question is, with the whole time motif, why doesn't he dual wield?
That would be awesome, and maybe one of his super forms will have a dual wielding.
He might end up.
Well, we don't know. Maybe he summoned this one. He summoned this one out of thin air. Maybe he can summon two.
Just fucking Chrono Sabers.
Actually, thinking about it, he'd probably have to. One of them would probably have to be like a dagger to be the hour hand.
Yeah, and
I just love that like he spawns the weapon. It's like Shikangilade! Oh my god, what's this? Ken! Oh, I guess it's a sword because it said it is.
I do like though when he uses the his slash attack. I like when it like puts in the Zeo ride watch and then like it goes like Zeo and then just
it
like
says finish time.
Zeo and then like
Giri slash.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to like later if he uses like the Gaim ride watch in and just goes like Gaim. Just
no, I want to do that with the laser ride watch.
I will fucking laser you.
I really like how they have a close up of the thing just to show that the trigger does in fact make the sword noises.
Yeah, the trigger in sword mode does actually power it up for its like glowing edge attack.
So you need to.
Well, no. I mean, it's like you pushed the trigger, and then all of a sudden it just sounded. All of a sudden you heard the sword slashing noise. So it's like it works like the toy.
Yeah.
Also,
it's so realistic. The sword doesn't make noises when he swings it. It just like pushing the buttons and making noise.
So did everyone else like the fact that fucking another build fights with like a glowy basketball?
Because he was made for a basketball player.
He like fucking dribbles it, passes it to him as an attack, and I'm like, oh my god.
Can we talk about his eyes, though?
Oh yeah. So when he absorbs those two dudes, you just see his eyes and mouth open, and it's fucking terrifying.
It's awesome.
Actual legit animatronics going on there. It's great.
Go on, touch it.
Touch it. Touch the build ball.
Touch the ball. Touch the ball.
Oh my god.
Do you want to get your rider powers back?
Why do we keep on making references to
Oh wait, and another reason that he didn't get a best match, he didn't purify them.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like karate, tennis, best match tonight.
Oh no, he can become Prince of Tennis.
So now I'm wondering if he actually did find a best match, could we have gotten other forms for him?
It's just like he's got a black belt on one half and a tennis racket in the other in his hand.
Another build hazard.
That'd be awesome! Oh my god!
Lane, calm down.
We
calm
could
down,
probably
Lane.
shop it.
I will say I am glad that they're finally introducing the SICs into the main timeline.
Oh my god, I never thought of that.
Kinda.
SIC build hazard? That would look sick.
Maybe that's what that's the universe that Build fuses with. He fuses with the SIC world.
I love it. Another Thunderburster Orb just says another build got his head in the game.
Get your head in the game. Oh god.
And I love how
High School Musical, another build edition.
I mean, he is, and Soku is in high school.
The best part about the fact that he attacks with basketballs is his final attack. He goes for the slam dunk.
Yeah. So another build gets destroyed, and then Gates shows up and he's like, "Hey, fuck you! I'm gonna kill you!" and transforms. And yeah,
I like Gates' henshin better.
Yeah, his henshin pose is cool because it's fucking Ryuki.
He pulls the Shotaro with his double driver and just like whips it into place.
Oh, when I was listening to like the drive armor henshin sound, if you listen to it with headphones on, like the standby chime, you can actually hear a heartbeat.
Oh wow!
There's a heartbeat in it, so it's like
That's heart.
Well, no, because like a thing that digital watches do, they can track your track your pulse, track your heartbeat.
Cool.
What I don't like about the drive armor sound is the fact that it says "drive" in the Crim Sign Belt voice, and then it says "drive" in the new voice.
I love that because it reminds me.
It should have said like "type speed" or something.
No, because it reminds me of my favorite thing from the Drive Ghost icon, where it goes "Drive Omega Drive."
That's
and wait, couldn't the shift brace also track
time?
What's his name? No, I forget his name. Drive. It couldn't track Drive's vitals too.
Shinosuke, yeah, it can track his vitals.
Anyways,
I'm terrible with names.
The fight, the first fight as Zio was a bit lackluster.
Yeah, it was very quick.
We had to cram in a lot of plot and a pointless flash forward we could have done completely without.
That's true. But
Hey, you know what we could have? Hey, you know what we could have used that time the intro was used in for? This fight scene.
You know what the first episode really should have been? Just set in the future and how they got time travel. And then second episode is where we finally. It's like this demon king of all, like that rules. I want to say just Japan. The rest of the world's perfectly fine. Just Japan.
Ooh, yeah. Have like the first episode be about Gates, and then it's like, no, we got to go back in time. We got to kill Zio before he transforms.
I don't think they could have gotten away with that because they would not dare have the title rider's henshin not be in the first episode.
Agito.
Oh, that's true.
Well, this isn't Agito.
Agito literally shows up right at the end of his first episode, beats the shit out of the unknown, and walks off.
Well, I mean...
Well, Guard, this isn't Agito. In fact, this starts with a Z instead of an A.
I actually agree with you. My counterpoint, unfortunately, is the writer of Ninja would never be that creative.
I'm sorry to... Am I allowed to bring up Keiichiro again?
Yes.
A lot of those first episodes literally end with the transformation of the first character. Then it cuts to the credits.
I mean, what are the ride watches if not Ninja?
I really do, though, like... I really do though, like when Kamen Rider Gates transforms. I do like it's like Kamen Rider Gates. Yeah, and then just proceeds to immediately go fucking Ghost Armor, and it looked kind of weird just seeing like the Ghost Armor walking right with him.
Yeah, they're all going to be like that.
But I like
Moonwalker.
But I like it goes like Kaigan, and then it's like Ghost Armor.
Guys, he's using ghosts. That's how you know we should hate him.
Right?
Oh, so that's the Spectre ride watch? That's cool.
Yeah, Ghost Spectre armor?
It's like, how do you get the ghost powers?
I like the blue on it, actually. It's
cool. Going to be a Blu-ray miniseries.
Rhino Custom, you type Grizz.
I'm literally calling it now. Miniseries is basically how Gates gets his powers.
Yep.
That's going to be the Blu-ray miniseries.
I could see that.
I could see that.
We don't yet know how the ride watches are created, but whatever happened, they already went through Ghost development.
Right. That's a bigger question.
See, my prediction that I'll get into when we talk is I think the way the ride watches are created is by defeating the another riders.
I want to say they're like Ranger keys. They're just the powers of said character in a
just crystallized.
Yeah.
But we can already see that the preview has build already there. So that's
So.
Well, no, I said in a way. Well, again, these powers are from the future.
Yeah.
So
maybe he pilfered that ride watch from the future.
Yeah.
So they'll still be able to do the Maybe when they get to Ghost in the show, they'll create a second Ghost ride watch for Zio to use.
So this is what I was also thinking though. So you know how in Keiichiro, when they did cameos, they also did some of the movies as well?
Yeah.
I feel like if they can't get a writer back for the show, they might just come back for a movie.
Maybe. But, so yeah, Gates immediately goes Ghost Armor and does the whole praying notion, and a bunch of Parker Ghosts fly out.
Yeah, that was cool.
Ore, Musashi, Edison, and Newton.
Was Ore there?
Yep.
Wow.
It's like... Yeah, that makes sense. They're the core 4.
Yeah, so that was episode 1. Overall, was it a good first episode? Not really.
I feel like there's a direct...
Could have been better.
I feel like there's a director's cut somewhere of this episode. Like, there was probably a lot more that the writer and basically the behind-the-scenes team wanted to do. But it just... No.
I have a strong feeling, though, that Sogo's gonna become a really fucking awesome, badass character by the end of this.
I hope so, because he's got jack shit going for him so far. He's just Simba.
Even his name is stupid. Sogo.
His character is
bland. Go away.
His character is bland and
so go away.
Like, think of it this way. Santo. Sogo.
Sogo home.
It's like in Samurai. Gia. Megaforce. Or... No, Samurai, Mia, Megaforce, Gia.
Oh my god.
To be fair, Japanese names use a very small amount of sound.
Yeah, the Japanese language is different.
If you're gonna go with the whole time thing, just call him Miari.
Well, I mean, his name is Tokiwa, and Toki is like a word for time.
Like literally, just name him Future. Yeah,
I'm guessing
like
this
like Mirai Gates.
And think of it this way. And hell, it would make sense. First season of Heisei, Godai, Mirai.
Oh, I like that card. It's actually cool.
So apparently, in the preview for the next episode, we get to see Zio and Gates fight proper. We get to see Zio build armor, and then there's a shot of Zio, Gates, Build, and Cross all teamed up,
which. That's cool.
Jesus Christ, that was fast!
Well, okay.
Too fast!
No. Okay, remember, they said they're sticking to one rider, for 2 episodes.
No, my point is...
So we're getting Build, then X-Aid, then Force-Aid, then Vice.
My point is...
we already got replacements for those 2 assholes who died.
Are we solving the whole Gates wants to kill Zio thing within an episode?
I think it's gonna be he still wants to kill him. But right now, he's just letting him live to see what he does.
Well, like,
and what I'm more concerned about is they didn't show what they're fighting. Like, this is what leads into my guess. I know that by the time this episode goes out, episode 2 will have already aired. So I realize I'm just spitting into the wind. But my guess is, and this would partially fix my problem with the episode, is I think what's happening is they went back to Build's world to kill another Build slightly after he was created so that he doesn't kill athletes and spawn in the main world timeline.
Yeah.
That's the best answer I can come up with.
I think it's not that he becomes buddies with fucking Zio at the end, because, like, his description of his character is, he, like, decides, okay, I'm going to keep an eye on you so you don't become the Demon King. I won't kill you, because probably Soup convinces him otherwise.
You know how Gates can keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't become the Demon King? With his time machine!
Yeah, I know.
It's not that easy.
No.
They can play videos from any point in time! She showed him being Omazeo at the start of the episode!
No, just, he wakes up, sees Gates. Wait, aren't you my enemy? Oh, hey, brother, what's up? Wait, what? Uncle, who's this guy? Dude, it's your brother. What? Basically, went back in time, kidnapped himself as a child, put him in the main timeline, becomes his brother.
This was a very rocky start to the series. I realize this is an anniversary series where plot is taking a backseat to the cameos and fan service, and B, it's being written by the motherfucking writer of Ninja. So I feel I'm justified in complaining.
For every one for every one answer, we get 5 questions.
Do we even have an answer though? We're just guessing at shit at this point.
Okay. For every 0 answers, we get 5 questions.
I wanted to bring up this. This is extremely underwhelming compared to the previous 3. Ghost, the main character, fucking died in the first episode.
Right?
Like X-Aid, we got to see 2 different rider forms, all the video game powers, and he saved a small child. Build. We find out the main character has amnesia, and he finally, after a whole year, he finally gets a lead to his memories in Ryuga. Zio, you're gonna be a demon king. I'm gonna
be the greatest king. So enemies beware. I've never seen a king of time with quite so little forms.
So just
I'm gonna be the manly.
I wasn't expecting forms there. And just the way you said it.
I'm one enough. I'm turning down.
Oh, I just can't wait to be CEO.
No.
Forms.
Well, one of our thumbnails is going to be fucking Lion King. That's
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
It's
Probably
past midnight. I'm laughing over that.
Probably a
Hey,
few
man.
episodes later, it's going to be fucking just like Simba with it's little kid Simba with the leaf mane. And it's Zio's head over.
Wait, I need to look at a picture of Omazeo really quickly. Wait.
Remember who you are.
He does kind of have a thing that looks like a mane.
It's made of diamonds.
Disgrace.
Anyways,
He wears the
my God.
rider belt. No, he wears the belt of. He
Oh,
wears
oh.
the belt of fear on his waist.
He's got a tiny mane.
By the way, there was something I don't think I mentioned. I noticed, and a lot of the fandom noticed, that if you look really close at Omazeo's face, the black parts of his faceplate are actually the Japanese character for O, which means king.
Well, that's neat.
So there's a tiled pattern of the word king on his face.
But
The same pattern from the Zeo Gold Ranger helmet.
fucking King Ranger.
This fucking bastard tattooed the word king on his forehead.
And then has the word rider written in text that looks like a condor.
King Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
anyways. So yeah.
So,
This episode sucked.
rough start, but I won't say it can't be recovered from.
I'm excited for more. I'm looking forward to when they go to Drive's timeline.
To quote Chris McLean from Total Drama Action, this is going to be a long season.
Yeah. It's... I've run out of words.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm out of
Hashtag
bullets.
decade for Third Rider.
I'm out of bullets.
I, just yesterday,
It's gonna make Gar
in
mad.
preparation,
Come on, baby,
rewatched...
I just want out.
I rewatched the first episode of Decade yesterday, just for a bit of comparison, and I really, really fucking hate myself for what I'm about to say, but Decade did it better.
They did. No, honestly, Decade's first episode was awesome.
Think of it this way.
Why are we yelling? I'm
They
sorry.
had, think of it this way. They had 10 years to work with. Fucking Zeo. Shit, we got 20 to work with. Fuck.
Tsukasa is a pompous ass fuck who is absolutely irredeemable,
Is
even
that
at the start of the
Decade
show.
guy?
The
Yeah.
Decade.
Yeah, the Decade guy, Decade.
But at least he was somewhat interesting, whereas Sogo is a bland son of a bitch who doesn't feel like going to college and just grabs on to a destiny that's fucking plopped before him literally on a pillow!
This is why I literally
Actually,
think... Sorry, Blaze, but just... This is why I feel like the 20th Kamen Rider series should have been that it takes place in our world, and he has to go to the Rider world.
Something like a Kiba Ranger.
Yes. It's like
I
he's
was
a fan of Kamen Rider, and it's like, oh, you have the abilities of other riders.
So it's Digimon.
Okay, let's do this.
So it's Digimon Tamers.
Yeah, it's like, let's go. I love Kamen Rider.
It's just the adventures of Gokai Silver.
Yes.
I want to live here.
I want to, but then he actually learns what it truly means to be a Kamen Rider.
Right? That would have been super interesting, where like every world he goes to, he just wants to live there, but then the bad things happen and he has to step up and man up and then realize he has to move on.
And like he learns a lesson.
Toei! Why aren't we writing for you?
Because
Yeah,
they're Asian.
we're 10 times better.
That sounded so racist.
A little bit.
What?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything.
So let's talk a little bit more. We've briefly touched on a bit of predictions and theories that we have, but I want to make this an actual open discussion.
Alright, we got 5 minutes.
I kind of want when he gets the different powers, it showed like I kind of like to think that the statues are like a symbol that Omazeo killed all the previous riders, and I kind of want something to happen like whenever he gets a new ride watch, it shows him. It shows one of the statues like disappearing, like just dissolving. Showing that he didn't defeat the rider, he befriended them.
That is another parallel, I think, to Dot Hack, because in Dot Hack Link, and apologies if people don't know the series, it's a game involving time travel where you go back and save the heroes from previous installments, and when you save them, their present-day selves are freed from statues. So I could see that being a thing.
You know what they need to do for something that was lost in time? Amazons.
That'd be interesting.
I
mean, Decade did a thing where after they went to all the 9 worlds, they started going to whatever other worlds they could think of.
Like literally.
We do know there are going to be ride watches for the Amazons characters.
Yeah, it's like literally you could make. Can't make them as gruesome as they were.
God no.
You could at least
maybe we can make Chihiro interesting.
make it an AU type of thing.
I will admit, if they go to the Amazon's fucking world, that'd be fucking sick.
No, like honestly, you can make it like an AU type of thing. It's like, oh, we're beast hunters.
I am more than happy to get more Jin.
And like a few of us, like actually have been modified to become beast hunters, and we get There's Mamoru, right?
Yeah, Mamoru.
Yeah.
We got Mamoru and
Oh, I would love to see Mamoru.
Haruka.
Haruka.
No, it was Haruka.
Haruka.
Yeah, Haruka. And it's like, oh yeah, we've been modified to fight them even more, in which they become like their Amazon forms.
I
hope Nagase comes back.
No, I want fucking.
I mean, his actor's around.
I want Amazon Sigma.
No,
I want the time travel I want the whole time travel thing to make Burgermon and Mamoru.
I've got it.
My headphones ran out
Nagase
of
is Neo.
batteries. So I apologize if I speak over you by accident.
Yeah, my phone's
headphone
almost
is
died
out
as
of
well.
batteries.
Okay,
I said it's fine.
I'm gonna rapid fire through some predictions.
All right.
I looked up the voice of Omazeo. The voice of Omazeo is the voice of the Ziku driver. So I have a couple thoughts.
The belt becomes sentient.
God.
Bingo!
The belt itself becomes
What if, over the course of the show,
Rider bingo.
collecting rider powers eventually causes the belt to gain sentience? Or maybe it's already sentient and just playing possum.
That would actually be real. I love sentient belts. So
and thus, when it achieves its true form, it discards its past self, and that's how Gates picks up the Ziku driver he uses and goes back to the past.
I've stored so much power, I can create myself my own physical body.
Jesus. So like that movie that came out?
Like Gold Drive.
Yeah. Oh.
Like, wait, what was it called?
Oh. Alright, what's theory 2?
I would love if Waz is just Ozeo's hype man the entire fucking show.
I know.
Until they no doubt reveal that he is actually one of the time jackers, because there's no fucking way that's not it.
No, he needs to become
Upgrade, that's what it was.
Oh, maybe.
I want him to be
Except we know that there's a Tsukuyomi ride watch, so she will probably be one.
Yeah, Zeo just looks at Waz.
Soup gets a ride watch.
There's a Soup ride watch.
There's a Soup ride watch.
Fuck
you!
Now we're gonna shop it so it's just Soup.
Soup.
Can of Chunkies.
Soup. I'm glad that is now going
Tsukuyomi.
You know what? I'm gonna listen to this episode and just write down every time we write when we say soup.
Soup counter?
Yeah, soup counter.
No, thank you, Gar. Just, what's her name? I'm just gonna call her Soup.
Thank you so fucking much.
That's so great.
Her name's Soup. What are you doing with Soup? Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Like,
I mean, you could have done. You could have done Suki, but nope, Soup.
Just. What are you doing with my daughter? What do you mean I'm doing? Wait, what?
What are you doing with my Soup?
For me personally,
don't touch my soup.
For me personally, episode 1 of Zeo was a bit underwhelming. Like, it was cool. Like, there was lots of cool things in it. But honestly, I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this show. I'm just gonna sit back, just watch and enjoy the fan service. That's what I'm. Yeah. That's how I'm taking.
Build was Build is probably the one out. This era arc is what the one I'll have the most problem with. Other series are going to be less of a problem because they're main timeline, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll actually explain. Maybe they'll actually give Forza a new driver and explain how he got it. Maybe it's easily as Kengo made it.
You fuck up drives, Zeo. You fuck up drive. I will fucking kill you.
We are through.
That was whispered into my ears. I feel threatened, and I don't even like for the show.
No. You know what drive is? It's proto drive. Like another day of like
prevents the global freeze.
No, it's like
surprise.
No, it's like,
please let them revive Chaser.
No, it's like guys, we found Kamen Rider Drive. Look at him. Wait, isn't Drive red?
You took a perfectly good rider. He has anxiety.
Shit out of someone.
Oh God, can we get Chase back?
Literally, just make it. It's like shit, guys. We got the wrong Drive.
Oh my God, can we have Chase back?
Everyone will lose it. everyone would lose it if they brought Chase back. Let's face it, Shinosuke's story's
If they don't get Shinosuke's actor back, they can have Chase and be like, he went on to be Proper Drive and never lost to that one.
Oh, just become what ifs. Like, what if
Chase became Proper Drive?
Yeah,
I just realized. I just thought something. It could be episodes like if what I said was true and like the statues are disappear, and then you could have episodes that the rider now being back and now being like generals in the army. And when it comes to Drive, it could just be the Drive pit opens up and Beltsan just comes out saying it's time.
I hope just to correct the Drive timeline, fucking Zio has to go up to Chase and just be like, yeah, you have to die. You have to sacrifice yourself, and we just witness Chase's death all over again.
And now
trigger the fuck out of you.
I will cry.
I will too.
But I like that idea. I really like that idea that as the Rider arcs are over, they get freed in 2068, and the last arc is all the Riders teaming up on Omazeo.
Oh, that's gonna happen.
It's gonna be like one of those climax games,
right?
I cannot wait for this is gonna happen at some point. All the Riders transforming into their final forms.
Yeah, imagine all the actors, just like the original actors, just show up in a line just with Sogo, and just they all transform simultaneously.
You know what? Just to make it better, you know what they gotta do. It's in their fucking name. They all have to hop on their bikes and ride into the final battle.
And finish them off with a fucking rider kick.
The ultimate rider. The Heisei rider kick. You know what?
Maybe they ended by leaving it ambiguous.
You know what?
And like that's how we...
Sorry. Keep going.
Oh, I think maybe they ended by leaving it ambiguous, and that's how we enter the next next era.
Can we not pull a decade again?
No,
please.
You know what
it just ends with them riding off to the battle, and it's like a V cinema or something, and then we just never talk about Heisei again with the new era.
So decade again.
No. What you do is that like the day is saved, and it's like as long as we Kamen Riders are always together, nothing can stop us. And like they all just ride off into the sunset.
Sure.
Ending the Heisei era.
Forever, 50 years from now.
I have a feeling Omazeo is going to be like, you know what? You're such an asshole. I'm going to your time to kick your ass.
I can see that.
Literally, you guys have time machines? All right, I'm going to hop in a time machine.
I think chances are good that Zio's final form is going to be a purified version of Omazeo, but I also foresee that it will involve having all of the ride watches all over his suit, which I'm not looking forward to. Just like Bill having Pandora bottles all over his final form.
The last episode needs to be Omazeo going, okay, well, if you become a Kamen Rider, if the Kamen Rider is the source of justice, I'll just go and kill the first Kamen Rider. And then they have to go back in time and team up with Ichigo.
That's going to
team up Zio and Ichigo.
He's going to show up.
This is what I was just literally thinking. What happened? Oh, okay, well, don't worry. Apparently we're in the year 2005. Where are those guys? Like, just people in black suits and such. It's like, oh no, we need a Kamen Rider. Zooms in 2 riders. It's Ichigo and Nigo from Kamen Rider the First.
Oh my god.
It's like, it's like, who are you guys? Takashi Hongo. It's like, Takashi Hongo.
But we met you in 1971.
It's like, well, according to
wait a minute, but I'm Takashi.
You're a rider in 1971. And it's like,
parallel reality.
Yeah, literally.
And everyone looks
why
over
are they never... Why just Ichigo, like Kamen Rider the First, needs to be acknowledged in Zio.
That'd be amazing.
I won't be surprised if they
like
they do.
Honestly, it needs. Like, yes, sure, it was a reboot movie, but it was still made in the Heisei era. It would be nice to finally get acknowledgement.
Yeah,
that's.
And yeah, as Orb is saying in our chat, fuck it, throw in Kamen Rider G.
What happened? I don't know. We seem to be in a world where it's backwards. Like monsters show up, G shows up. Is that a wine bottle?
Oh my god, I would love it so much.
I just want Gates again. I can't say this enough. I just want Gates to team up with fucking Aqua, New Deno,
Dark Drive, all the
future riders.
Maybe we could have him team up with Aqua in his Poseidon form before he went crazy, and then have a story about how he went crazy when he went.
Oh yeah, proper Poseidon.
Yep,
that'd be sick.
Yeah, like Poseidon, but with an O's driver.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, anyways,
any other closing thoughts or predictions?
I'm just really looking forward to seeing what happens next. I'm sorry I didn't talk too much, but
I'm
I'm
excited for
afraid of
episode
talking over Blaze because...
I'm excited to see how they hoist themselves out of this hole they've dug.
What?
It's
This has been episode Scissor, everybody.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to this.
So what's next week on the special feature topic?
So, since we've been ignoring them for a long time, over the next couple of weeks, we will finally be tackling the Exade Another Ending trilogy movies.
Yay! I can't wait for Gar to watch them.
Next week will be Raven Snipe. The week after will be Paradox Puppy.
Raven what?
Followed by Genmu versus Laser.
Me and Ichi have already watched Genmu Laser movie, and
it's so good.
Mwah. Fantastic film.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say. Jikai, Video Sentai Castranger.
I'm seeking fun, all our shit. Love us, buy our shit, buy our onesies.
I'm trying to be more accommodating to new listeners. So, as usual, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. Check us out on facebook.com/rscastranger. Tweet at us at Ixie Studios. Check out our merch store, our Patreon, where you can donate to us to help us make the show better for you. And, of course, check out our Discord server, where you can not only talk to other fans and listeners, but also listen live when we record Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, approximately, as long as we're not late, which does happen.
Yeah, you can come and talk to me, Blaze. I'm one of the admins. I don't bite much.
Unless you ask.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
So,
thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, so thank you all for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, and just being awesome. I love every one of you.
And remember...
And let me just be real for a moment. Doing Castranger is genuinely, actually, the happiest point of my entire week. My work has been really rough the last couple weeks, last couple months, and doing this show is the greatest joy my life has at this point. So thank you all for being here and allowing me to have this.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you for making it.
I still don't know if I've actually earned it.
You have.
Also, sorry for why.
Tell her
Go ahead. Gar.
Sorry for why.
Tell her I.
Hang on, Blaze.
Hold on, Blaze.
Sorry, no, go ahead, Gar.
Sorry for what I said at
first.
the beginning of the episode. I was just really, really tired.
We've all had a rough work week.
Yeah.
Like it's just like after going to work, doing work, and then coming back here, I just felt really drained. I was like,
I'm glad Soup made you feel better.
Soap.
Thank you for staying and creating our favorite.
Do me a
game.
quick favor. Tell Emily that she has totally deserved her spot on the show. She is one of the best parts about it.
Emily Blaze says you've totally deserved your spot on the show.
We love you.
I can't hear him, so...
Why is everyone patting me?
Yeah, it was like, you know that video with the cat with the flower on top?
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for listening.
We'll see you all next week.